Hi, and welcome to Think Tech Hawaii. My name is Kim Lau, and this program is called Hawaii Rising. The focus of this show is about people helping people to develop the economy as well as the community, because that's the only way we'll be able to create a sustainable future for Hawaii. So Jack Ma, the founder of Alibaba, called women the secret sauce for the success of his company. As you know, women are half of the global population. According to a comprehensive study in 2014, the companies that perform best financially have the greatest number of women in leadership roles. Also, it has been shown that organizations with more women in leadership roles do better on a wide range of criteria such as innovation, performance, and profit in comparison to companies with fewer women leaders. Yet, women hold less than 1/5 of positions in national governments, a mere 9.4% of board directorships, and only 20% of senior management positions globally. Additionally, women currently hold just 4.4% of CEO positions at S&P 500 companies. So why aren't there more women in leadership positions, and what can we do to address this? Today we have on the show Ann Hartman, who's the program coordinator at the East West Center, and Aliza, who I will let say her own last name.
Aliza Napartivaumnuay.
And she's the co-founder and CEO of Social Giver, and she is from Bangkok, Thailand. Thank you so much for being here today. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. So Ann, can you start off by telling us a little bit about the East West Center and your position there?
Sure. So the East West Center is a public nonprofit institution that was founded in 1960 here in Hawaii to help bridge the gaps in understanding between Asia Pacific and the United States. So our formal mission is to promote better relations and understanding among the people and nations of the United States, Asia, and the Pacific. And we do this through education programs, bringing students here from Asia, and residential leadership programs. We have collaborative research programs with institutions across the Asia-Pacific region, and we focus on shared challenges in the region. So we don't talk about Asia, we do things with Asia, and that's one of our distinctive features. And then finally, we have our part of the East West Center, which is short-term professional development programs, such as the Changing Faces Women's Leadership Program, and other programs for what we consider influencers in society. So we have programs for political leaders and journalists, as well as women leaders and other kinds of community leaders. We have a 21-acre campus, actually adjacent to the University of Hawaii. So most people don't know, we have our own dorms and guest houses. Our participants stay in our own residences. And then we do our programs at the EMIN International Conference Center. So we are not part of the University of Hawaii, although they are a close partner with us on our programs. But we are across the street, so it looks like we're part of them. And I've been at the center now for 14 years. I came here in 2002 from a career in adult non-formal education and living abroad for about 10 years. I was in Pakistan, Bulgaria, and Uzbekistan.
Wow.
And then I landed here in Hawaii.
Yeah, and you seem to stay here for a while. You must like it here.
So I've been doing these kind of multinational exchange programs now for 14 years, so it's kind of who I am now.
And Aliza is one of those participants in the programs that you were talking about, specifically the Changing Faces program?
That's right. So our Changing Faces Women's Leadership Program for women entrepreneurs.
And we'll talk more about that program later, but let's talk about Aliza really quick. Can you tell me about yourself and about your social giving, I guess your company?
Yes, I was just going to share with you that despite coming up and starting a company in Thailand, I find that what we're doing is actually something that we could actually do beyond our own country, because we see that solving a social issue could be something that's applicable around the world as well. So my background is actually in supply chain management and project management. So I used to hold a corporate role, and I do love my job, not that I don't, but on the other hand, I find that creating social impact can be done on a larger scale, and wanted to inspire everybody else who's not always working in the social sector field to actually create change. So essentially what we do at socialgiver.com is that we're a lifestyle platform that allows you to enjoy a lifestyle experience of your choice and at the same time choose where the money goes to. So basically you can come in and try out different lifestyle experiences because the businesses that work with us, right now we have over 100 brands from all over Thailand in giving back with their spare service capacity. So empty rooms, unserved seats, or unsold tickets.
Can you give an example of maybe a social experience that someone could take part in, and then how their money would go through to their, is it nonprofit of their choice?
Yes.
Okay.
So from a user's experience, you can come onto socialgiver.com and then you can book either a hotel stay, a night out, or even classes like Thai boxing classes or yoga, or even buying concert tickets and airline tickets. But at the same time, these businesses are able to give back in their services.
Oh.
And at the same time, when you make a purchase through socialgiver.com, you can choose where that money goes to.
Because these people are going to buy those services anyway.
Or maybe they wouldn't want to, I feel that it's not just about overlapping the type of purchases that they would usually spend. Sometimes it's also about rewarding ourselves or buying somebody a very thoughtful gift. But at the same time, behind all those purchases, the money actually goes to a social cause that is transparent and have measurable social impact.
Can you give an
as well.
example of such a cause?
Okay, so if you come to Thailand, you can book your stay and maybe enjoy a night out, having a wonderful dinner
Right.
with your family. And you can also choose that the money that you spend goes to support this particular teacher in Trat province who actually teaches kids how to swim, because drowning is such a big issue
Right.
in the other parts of Thailand because there are a lot of canals and rivers. And basically this teacher started off alone, buying all these equipment and teaching these children how to swim. So now he's able to inspire 15 more teachers and now taught more than 800 kids from all over the country.
And that was no additional money than what you would have paid for those services anyway.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Correct. So
right?
now you can do
I
both.
told you, right? It's super innovative,
Yes.
right?
So now you can do both at the very same time because the giving partners or our business partner work together with us in finding very creative ways in giving back. So rather than giving in cash as a donation,
Right.
through Social Giver, you can give in kind and we'll be able to help convert your spare services, which would have otherwise gone to waste, into funds for really high quality projects.
Right, so the business's profits, the customer profits, as well as the person that's getting the benefits, such as the
Definitely.
teacher or
Yes.
another nonprofit organization.
Most definitely.
That is amazing. That's exactly what our show is talking about. You know,
know.
helping the community and the economy. These are things that everyday people can do.
Yes.
Right.
So now they can make really smart choices, but at the same time be very engaged with the different projects and the businesses that are wanting to give back in more meaningful ways.
Right, so you're inspiring the businesses and the customers
Yes.
to think about these things also, right? To think about developing community and nonprofits and helping other people out.
Yes, and in the future we hope to be able to help fellow social entrepreneurs also receive funding through our model.
And like you said, that's not just something that should be, or that's applicable to just Thailand. You know,
Yes.
in Hawaii,
Right.
the tourism industry here is huge, so it's something that could be transferable here too.
And Hawaii also has a large number of really high quality projects,
Right.
and some of them are very small and should be, really get, the usual ordinary people might not get to hear their
Right.
stories on what they're doing.
So that social awareness of what's going on in the community, things that, at places where other people need some help,
Yes,
and it
most
could be your neighbor or a family member.
Yes.
That is really cool.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing that with us.
I'm very happy to.
Yeah, hopefully that just hearing the kind of things that people can do can inspire other people to do similar things.
Yes.
And so you are here because of a program called,
Changing Faces seminars.
so can we talk about a little bit about the Changing Faces seminar?
Yeah, so we really wanted Aliza to come because her project is so innovative.
Right.
And really fits, like you said, the theme of your show here about strengthening community. But really our whole program is about that. So Changing Faces is a 12-day professional training, dialogue, and travel program for women innovator entrepreneurs, we call them, from across the Asia Pacific region and the United States. And in particular, those whose businesses or social enterprises focus on community-level job creation and strengthening their communities. So we really do look for that social impact element. So it's not just any business that's making money, but we look for businesses that are really giving back, either through their business model or through their side activities or other kinds of things that they're doing with the profits from their business. So the women that we choose all kind of fit that model of business or social entrepreneurs that are trying to give back in some way. We have women from different countries with different kinds of businesses, and they come here to build their leadership skills, gain confidence, bolster their entrepreneurial capacity, and increase their networks. So we do this in about 4 ways. I'll just explain about 4 pieces of the program. So one is through leadership development sessions with a globally recognized expert in women's leadership and who does some corporate training. So she takes them through some exercises to develop their leadership skills and confidence, mostly. Entrepreneurship training conducted in partnership with Scheidler Business School here at the University of Hawaii at Manoa. And we've had that partnership for about 3 years, and they send trainers in to help the women walk through some steps to either enhance some aspect of their business or to grow their business or to even just strengthen and sustain it. Some of the businesses are at very early stages, so they're really looking to try to create sustainability in their business model. Then we do community site visits, so we take them out into our Hawaii community and we give them an opportunity to see our exciting entrepreneurs and what they're doing. And she's livening up because this is like the best part of the program. So
can you give us an example maybe of something that you've experienced during your seminar here?
Some of the people we saw.
Let's see. We have actually met some very interesting people, not just within throughout the classes that we have. It was more like a very active interaction, really just asking questions and sharing experiences. But the most recent 2 visits that we have had was at an organic farm that was having very interesting techniques on food sustainability and really, taking care of the environment as well as bridging that community level of innovation as well. And another one was about biofuel, which had so many interesting spin-offs from that one particular type of business that's been running very successfully for the past 20 years, but at the same time continuously innovating themselves to branch out to additional product lines that I would have not imagined before. So I really feel that the community here is extremely strong, and just because that the state is not too large or heavily populated, but at the same time people are very much taking initiatives.
That's amazing because I don't think a lot of local people see that far into the business community or the community in general as to all the aspects or the businesses and innovation that we do have here.
I agree. So even just doing this program, I also feel like we learn about what's happening in our community. So to give a shout out, Hirabara Farms is where we visited on the Big Island, and Pacific Biodiesel is the other business that we visited. And they really talked to both about the fact that their businesses aren't just about making a profit, but about creating shared prosperity in their community. So can we help you, can we collaborate so that we can help your business grow and then we can benefit from it? So so it was really innovative, and I think gave them all new ideas about how to do that. And inspiration.
And a lot of, you can see that the founders or the people working in these businesses are extremely passionate about what they do, because it's really where their profit meets their purpose, and it really goes together really well.
Right. So we're going to take a quick break right now, and that's definitely a good point. If you do things with a passion and a purpose, that you're more likely to succeed, I would think.
Yes.
So when we come back from the break, we'll finish talking about the Changing Faces seminar and then go on to talk about the Girls with Lay Forum.
Okay.
Thank you for watching.
Hi, I'm Chris Leatham with Think Tech Hawaii, and I'd like to ask you to come watch my show, The Economy and You, each Wednesday at 3 p.m.
Hello, I'm Crystal from Quack Talk. I've got a new show here. You've got to tune in. Check out my topics on sensitive, provocative female issues. So Tuesday mornings, 10 o'clock. Don't miss it. It's going to be fun and dangerous.
Aloha, my name is Danelia, Danelia.
And I'm the other half of the duo, John Newman. Welcome.
We are co-hosts of a show called Keys to Success, which is live on the Think Tech Live Network series, weekly on Thursdays at 11 a.m.
We're looking forward to seeing you then.
Aloha!
Aloha! Join us at TEDx Honolulu 2016. It's at the Blaisdell, July 9th from 10 to 5. The discount code is RACHAEL_TEDXHNL. See you then.
Hi, and welcome back to Think Tech Hawaii. My name is Kim Lau, and this show is called Hawaii Rising. Today we have Ann Hartman and Aliza
Napartivaumnuay.
here to talk about the Changing Faces Seminar and the Gals with Lay Forum. So I think you had some closing remarks about the Changing Faces Seminar.
I'll just share a couple of more pieces of what we do. So the women develop a concrete action plan that helps them either refine some aspect of their business, grow it, or as I said before, sustain it, that we ask them to try to implement when they get home. So they can take a little time out to try to work on some piece of their business. As you know, women are very busy, often with families as well as businesses. So this is time to really step away and to work on some piece. We pair them with host mentors from our Hawaii community. So we choose actually accomplished women from the community in the fields that our Changing Faces women work in, and we pair them up, and they either go to dinner for the evening or they bring them to their workplaces to show them what they do. So Aliza, your mentor is?
Melanie James.
Oh, cool.
Yes, I'm actually very fortunate and very happy that Changing Faces has contacted her. So I'm very excited to meet her.
Yeah, she's an amazing mentor.
Yeah.
So I very much look forward to that.
Very lucky.
Yeah, so we dig around and find really an amazing set of women from our own community to pair our women with. And that really is one of the highlights of the program. So, and then finally, we do a next generation leadership project that allows our Changing Faces women to give back to our local community by doing some mentoring with girls from Sacred Hearts Academy. So we just did that this morning, actually. They spent the whole morning with the girls, sharing their own leadership and entrepreneurship stories with them. So those are really the main components of the Changing Faces program.
And also part of that program is something called Gals with Lay, right?
Yes. So this is one of our East West Center programs that does a lot of outreach to the Hawaii community. Again, East West Center sees itself as an international Asia-Pacific institution, a national institution, but also a Hawaii institution. And partly we really want to give something to this community, and we want to create more synergy between what we do with our international participants and our local community. Right. So we do that through our host mentors and our next generation, but we wanted to do more. We wanted to provide more opportunities for our women to hear from more of the exciting people and entrepreneurs in Hawaii that are doing great things, and for the Hawaii community to have a chance to meet these wonderful women that we're bringing here. And they're such an incredible resource to expand people's thinking and imagination. So we wanted to create a public event where people could register and come. And then we brainstormed a little bit about what that would look like. And we actually we sat with Robbie Dingman from Honolulu Magazine and Amanda Corby from Under My Umbrella. And we thought there's a lot of receptions where you just have cocktails and talk to people. So we wanted to create something that was both content rich with community members and our Changing Faces women, but also have, of course, food and drink. And we feature our local female chefs in that effort. So we bring in 3 female chefs to create an appetizer and 2 female chefs to create desserts. The other inspiration for this event is to bring, I think, our creative element to this event. There's 2 parts. One is that our idea was to bring together established business women in our community with budding, up-and-coming young entrepreneurs and entrepreneurs from the social entrepreneurship space with women from the business space, and to bring them all together. And then we threw in our Sacred Heart students, so you have all the way from high school to, you know, Judy Bishop and Connie Lau and some of our more established women leaders in the community, all in one space, sharing ideas and concepts.
And that's amazing, an amazing opportunity for everyone involved. And people from the community can attend this event.
They can, and we invite them to come.
This event is this Thursday.
Yes.
And it's this Thursday, June 30th at the East West Center from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m.
About 7:30.
Okay.
Depending on how lively we get at the reception. Yeah.
And if anyone wants to go online and buy tickets, it's at the East West Center, on the website for the East West Center?
It is. So it's at the East West Center website, which is www.eastwestcenter.org/galswithlay.
And it's LEI, and LEI means?
LEI, yeah, so Gals with Lay, and LEI stands for Leadership, Entrepreneurship, and Inspiration. So these are the three pieces that we are trying to achieve with this event.
And so far you've gone through, so the Gals with Lay forum is part of the Changing Faces seminar, and you've been here for about a week and a half already?
About halfway in, a little bit over halfway in. Yes.
And how do you feel about the program, and what experiences have you gained?
Wow. How much time do we have? But, I feel that at first it was a bit overwhelming because a lot of the things that we've been experiencing over the past few days, I think the key thing is that a lot of the people that we meet, it might not connect right away to what we're currently doing, but as soon as you start seeing some dots in which we can actually see where we can work together or actually share our experience together, we actually magnified a lot of different ideas in what we are currently doing. And a lot of there are actually a few things that I've already kind of worked with my team back at home on seeing, kind of like going into experimentation already. And I think that's one of the key things about Social Giver is that we see ourselves as a tech business, but we're also a social enterprise, so it's almost like a social startup. Yes, and I think I would say there would be three key things that would be my key takeaway from the experiences so far, is that I was able to reignite some of the different passions that I had and see how I could contribute more so in my operations, because I lead the head of operations for my business, and also about refining some of the goals. Really reflecting on some of, challenging some of those targets even a little bit more. And lastly, really encouraging experimentation so that we can see more of what we can do to be better at what we're doing. Yes.
So Anne, is this part of what Aliza is saying, does that match your goals and mission of the seminar and the program?
Definitely. So, one of the pieces I didn't mention, and I think one of the biggest benefits of the program, is the cadre of women that all come together and the learning that they get from one another. You know, you have creative women like Aliza, like multiply her times the 14 women in the program from 11 different countries, and you have all of that energy and inspiration and new ideas and business ideas all in one room. And they will be lifelong friends and lifelong mentors to each other. And these are relationships that they will always have. And we see that in our past cadres. So one example we like to share is that our participant, in 2010 participants from Indonesia and Malaysia, the Malaysian participant ended up opening a franchise of the Indonesian woman's business in her country after they met through the Changing Faces program. So it's a great example of how the networks here can expand into something very real for the women to, and networks is one of the pieces that we really are eager to expand, because studies have shown that women have fewer business networks than men, and that networks are very key to businesses being more successful, more sustainable, and having a greater impact in their communities. So we believe that the networking piece is really important. And the other part is to give people, as you said, confidence and ideas and to reignite the passion that really lies underneath and behind these businesses, and for the women to keep going. You know, it's not easy to run a social enterprise, and to be a woman leading a business in many of these countries is also challenging. And I think having that inspiration and support gives them the confidence to go back and keep going.
Yes, I completely agree with Anne, because just a few days in and you're already seeing all these conversations sprouting up, ideas of like really cross-sharing and really understanding each market potential of all the businesses that we are currently doing in our respective countries.
And these are women that would probably not cross paths or share business ideas in any other forum. And we're able to bring them here together in Hawaii. And not only can they share with each other, but they're sharing with our community here as well.
Exactly.
And that's such a rich resource for us, as well as you guys, to have. And we're very thankful for that. That's just amazing.
We are very thankful for this opportunity, sincerely. I mean, I would probably be wanting to really share a really deep appreciation on behalf of our whole year for 2016 for Changing Faces Women Entrepreneur too, because I'm sure that many of my fellow friends and colleagues would always feel the same, that, you know, from just coming on to this program has already given us so much opportunity, and not just outside, but really reflecting within ourselves on who we can be. And sometimes when we go through a lot of obstacles, we tend to doubt our abilities, and being able to become, you know, support for each other really strengthen our ties as well as our own confidence in leading and trusting what we're doing. Yes.
And so did you have any other things that you'd like to say about maybe how this program is changing your business as well as changing yourself?
Yes, I definitely think that this opportunity has allowed me to understand even the Hawaii market. You know, how do people, you know, enjoy themselves? Who travels here? You know, what are the really good projects that are sprouting up in the different islands? And how is it that they sustain themselves, or how do they get their word out there? So really understanding the kind of whole ecosystem of how things are working. I think it's about how we align our goals in the future to different markets in order to be able to strengthen that community even better. And I think at this point, it's really about just understanding and listening, and more like active listening. I would like to practice that even more so through the course. And I find that this would be a great way for us to prepare ourselves when we are planning to scale.
Right. Yes. Thank you so much. I wish we could keep talking, but you have such amazing stories to share. But I'd like to thank you so much for being on the program today. And I hope people out there will go and register for the Gals with Lay Forum. Yes. And it's this Thursday from 2 to 7, June 30th.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Anne and Lisa.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you very much for having us.
Thank you. This is Kim Lau on Hawaii Rising. Thank you for watching.